for the playing of our national anthem by the Wakefield High School Marching Band under the direction of Kim Smith. The officials for today's game: referee Larry LaFond, umpire Jack McDonald, linesman Sean Quaglietta, field judge Gerald Shirelli, back judge Brian Dunn, and clock operator Burley Anderson.
Plenty of room. Down to the 38-yard line. Reverse right off the bat by Central Catholic. Sets the motion in this game. It looks like it's going to be a wide open. Everything goes. The quarterback for Central Catholic is Neil Murphy. Running back should be number 48, Joe Uliano, who's a workhorse for this team. Okay, single back. Handoff up and around the end. He's gone down to the 45-yard line. You can't arm tackle this guy. You got to hit him low. And here's Bob Cataldo. Here, Bob, what did you think of that play?
Well, John, nothing fancy there. It's this game's going to be won and lost up front, no question about that. The defensive ends are going to play a big part here for Wakefield. Uliano, big, strong runner, got good speed, and the key of the game here is to stop Joe before he can get ahead of Steenup.
First and 10, again, another handoff. This time he stopped in the no gain. That ball went to the flanker, I believe.
Yeah, that was Matt Muzerall, Johnny, 5'6", 164, running back. More of a darting type, as Uliano, more of that punishing, big bruising runner.
Okay, we're going to have second down and 10 from the 43-yard line of Wakefield.
Nice job there by the Wakefield defensive line.
Okay, we got one man wide to the left here. He's covered by Eric Fulgham. One guy set back. Man in the slot. Man in motion. And they're fading the... Oh, he's got some room. Stopped at the 38-yard line by a host of Wakefield tacklers, led by number 51, Sean Yopchik.
Quarterback keeper, number 22, Niall Murphy.
Brings up a third down, and I would say about 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards.
Third down.
Oh, interesting call here, John. Let's see what they're going to go to the air. They're going to keep it on the ground. Let's see.
He's going back to pass. He's going to run with it. He's got the ability. Wakefield is there, though, and they stop him for just about a gain of 1 yard. Great read by the Wakefield linebackers.
Yeah, good call there, Johnny. The quarterback dropped back. He had no one open. Looked like he had a little bit of room, but Wakefield closed very well. Good job by the linebackers, is right.
4th down and 4 to go. On the 36-yard line, 37-yard line of Wakefield.
Big call here, John. Field position. If Wakefield can stop him here, we'll get the ball close to the 40-yard line. Big play coming up.
And they're going for it. Rolling out. Pitches out. He's got some room. He gets around the end, and he gets down to the first down at the 29-yard line.
Well, there we see the option, Johnny. That's that standard option play that so many college teams, high school teams use. Number 2 came over, Matt Mosiel, and sealed off linebacker Sean Chapman there, and resulted in about a 7-yard gain and a first down.
All right, we got 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line of Wakefield. The Central Catholic is driving. Handoff up the middle. He stopped for about a gain of 2 yards. Wakefield linebacker is going to be very active today.
Well, Johnny, you got the Wakefield defense. They had playing look like a 5-2, and they're bringing the safeties way up, almost in a 5-4. They got 9 men in the box, and they're just going to force Central Catholic to throw the ball, which I think is an excellent move. Strong running team that much prefer to run the ball than pass, so Wakefield's going to force their hand and force them to throw, it looks like.
2nd down, 8 yards to go from the 28-yard line. Quarterback Murphy over the center. Takes a snap and again hands it off up the middle. Stopped for a gain of about 1 yard on the play. As Wakefield sealing off that middle. We're going to have 3rd down in about 8 yards from about the 26-yard line of Wakefield.
Well, Central Catholic, John, what they're trying to do is establish that inside run. They're basically going off tackle with Giuliano. They do bring, it looks like number 1, Ted Rokas in motion on almost every play, and sooner or later we're going to see either a pitch back to him or a reverse of some sort.
Okay, big 3rd down play, 3rd and 6 from the 26. Murphy again goes back to pass. Goes the other way. He's got somebody open, just out of his reach. Number 87 on that play, Thomas Donahue, 5'11", 177, is his favorite receiver.
Great coverage out there by Chris Luskovich there, Johnny. Nice. They sort of went opposite there. They looked like they were going to run left. Quarterback stopped, threw back to the right, and Luskovich was with his man every step of the way. Great job there by Chris.
Okay, we're going to have 4th down now and 6 yards to go from the 26-yard line. They're coming out. They're going for it. We've got Giuliano in the backfield. He's back to pass as Murphy. He's being pursued by Sean Chapman. He's scrambling in the backfield. He's got some running room. He falls and trips at the 28-yard line. Looks like he had to contend with Eric Fulgham, but he tripped and fell on the turf and loses a yard on the play.
Wow, that's just a real exciting. That was a la Doug Flutie, Johnny. Looks like he was looking to pass to the right. The Wakefield defense was coming with a blitz. He went back the other way, picked up 2 downfield blocks, but over there was number 12, Eric Fulgham, to seal him off, and he had nowhere to go. He just fell to the turf, but that was exciting.
Certainly was. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Wakefield takes over the ball. 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. John Roberto at quarterback. Sean Chapman in the backfield. Handoff to Chapman up the middle. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage by number 48, Giuliano, who's Mr. Everything for Central Catholic.
That was Jarrett Wade in that call, Johnny. It went to a one-back set, number 31, Jarrett Wade on the carry, and good defensive stand there by Central Catholic. Looks like no huddle offense here.
Okay.
We are just putting a little pressure on the Central Catholic defense right off the bat, going no huddle.
4 wide receivers. Timeout called. Timeout looks like by Wakefield. Coach Boyadja saw something he didn't like there. Well, we started with plenty of excitement here, Bob, in the first Super Bowl ever for Wakefield High School. I'm sure the butterflies are there.
Well, Central Catholic made a little bit of a drive there, but the Wakefield defense hung tough. This should be, like I say, a cat and mouse game here between the two coaches. And right off the bat, Coach Boyages comes out with a no-huddle offense, which Wakefield really hasn't shown on film. So he's trying to, go right on the offense here and give Central Catholic something to think about. You got to like that.
Okay, we got half the town of Wakefield here. The Wakefield Marching Band is here today.
Well, great day again for Wakefield Athletics, Johnny, between the state championship teams we've talked about week in and week out, the basketball teams and the soccer team and now the football team in a Super Bowl. Just great memories for these kids.
Okay, Wakefield comes back on the field, and they're going to have 2nd and 9 from the 28-yard line. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sean Timmons centering the ball. We're going to be in the shotgun position. We've gone to 3 wideouts. Letkovich in motion. Snap's kind of low. Great catch by Letkovich for the first down. Up to the 39-yard line.
Wow, Chris Letkovich with a diving catch. Roberto threw that ball in there right between 2 defenders. Nice throwing and great catch by Chris Letkovich.
Okay, still in the shotgun formation. First down. Plenty of time to pass. He hits him again for 5-yard gain. He gets loose. Scott Tracy is loose on the sideline. He slips on the turf at about the 43-yard line of Central Catholic. Wakefield is moving the ball in the air here.
Well, again, apparently the Wakefield coaching staff feels like Wakefield has an advantage in the air, and they're going right after him, which you got to like it. Putting the pressure on this Central Catholic defense.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of Central Catholic. Still in the shotgun. Roberto throws one. It gets caught up in the air off the helmet of number 83, Ricky Barbaro.
Wow, another nice throw there. Barbaro went up for it. He had a chance at it. I'll tell you, Johnny, the Wakefield offensive line doing an outstanding job. Central Catholic sent 8 men that time trying to blitz Roberto, and no one got near him. That's an outstanding job by the Wakefield offensive line. If he gets that kind of protection, John, he could have a very big day here.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from the 43. John Roberto sends Letkovich in motion again to the right side. Takes the snap, throws a quick out to Letkovich, and he's stopped and met there at the 42-yard line. Just about a gain of 1 yard on the play.
Flag down on the field there, John. Probably a motion against Wakefield would be my guess. Yeah. Legal shift there, John. He had 2 men in motion at the same time, which is an infraction of the rules, and it's going to cost Wakefield 5 yards.
I think we saw the effect of playing on turf with Scott Tracy basically moving his footing there. The guys have some special turf shoes on. Hopefully that won't be the occurrence much during the rest of the game.
Well, Central Catholic chose the decline there, John, so they're going to put Wakefield in a 3rd and 8 here instead of a 2nd and 13.
Okay. Ball still on the 43-yard line of Central Catholic. Wakefield still in the shotgun. Letkovich in motion to the right side. There's a blitz up the middle. Chapman around the end. He's got some room. He could go all the way. He needs 1 block. He's in for the touchdown. Sean Chapman. Wakefield 6. No flags on the field.
Well, what can you say about that, Johnny? A great call. Okay, Central Catholic, again, they've been blitzing. Wakefield sort of baited them in the first 5 or 6 plays. They threw a little screen. Chapman broke a tackle, cut back, reversed his direction with about a 40-yard run. Just an outstanding call, outstanding play execution. Great run by Sean, and here we go.
Okay, they're coming out, kick the extra point. Justin Donahue going to kick the extra point with Scott Tracy the holder. Snap's good, kicks up. It's good. The score is 7-0 Wakefield. 5 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, very exciting football here. Right off the bat, the Wakefield Warriors come out. I think they might have run 8 or 9 plays, 7 of which were passing plays. Central Catholic, again, probably not used to seeing this type of air attack, and the Warriors are just taking advantage of all the weapons that they have, and great play calling. That was just a great high school drive, 7-0, and a lot of fun out here, Johnny.
Okay, Wakefield's going to be kicking from the 40-yard line. Again to number 1, Ted Rokas, and number 3, Brian Lemieux. Brian Lemieux. It's a hockey name there. Great way to open the game. Let's see if the Wakefield defense can rise to the occasion again. The kick is down. It's going to number 3, Lemieux. Taking it straight up the field. There's another reverse to number 1, but he's hemmed in by, but he gets loose. He's elusive. Gets up to the 30-yard line. 3 Wakefield players had a chance at him, but this number 3, Lemieux, showed his elusiveness on that play.
I think that was number 1 on the reverse, Ted Rokas. It looks like the man that they're sending in motion all the time. Got great quickness on the reverse there.
I thought he kept it. Oh, he didn't keep it. All right. All right, we got 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Central Catholic. Handoff to number 1. He goes around there, and he's got some room. He's brought down at the 35-yard line by number 5, Chris Letkovich.
Well, that time Central Catholic went to more of a full house backfield and just ran sort of a little sweep to the left there. Good blocking up front and pick up about 5 yards.
Okay, we're going to have 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line of Central Catholic. Handoff again to number 1 with another reverse to number 2. A lot of trick plays here by Central Catholic. Brings the ball up to the 47-yard line. Good for a 1st down.
Matt Muzzerall on the carry, and that was an inside reverse. Not that common. Most of your reverses seem to go outside. That time they had the man in the slot actually come inside for an inside handoff, and he picked up about maybe 7-8 yards. Good call there.
Good. Jared Waite limps off the field. Keep pace in for him. Okay, Murphy over the ball. Takes the ball, hands off again to number 1. He's got room. He's gone. Touchdown. Central Catholic. Didn't take long for Central Catholic to come right back, Bob.
Wow, great blocking up front there. There weren't many white shirts on the scene. The Red Raiders offensive line did a tremendous job. They kicked out the end, and it was a foot race between the outside linebacker. It looked like Sean Chapman there, and number 1, speedy Matt Rokas, who they've been using on these returns and reverses. And again, this looks like going to be one heck of a game here.
Ted Rokas leads the team in scoring with 82 points this year. That's his 10th touchdown of the year. And he kicks the extra points as well. Ball's down. Kick is up. It's good. We have a tie ball game here with Central Catholic 7, Wakefield 7, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Got to tip your cap there, Johnny, to Central Catholic. I mean, they were stunned, I believe, by a tremendous Wakefield drive. They came right back and went about 70 yards in 3 plays. So a lot of poise, a lot of patience out there shown by the Red Raiders. And now we'll see what Wakefield can do in this just an exciting up and down high school football game. Boy, it doesn't get any better than this, Johnny.
Certainly doesn't. Okay. Let's see how Central Catholic in the films this week, it didn't show that they go deep with any of their kicks. They like to squib kick the ball to the middle of the field and let the up guys field it. So let's see if they go deep to the 2 Chris's. I believe that's the 2 Chris's deep, Letkovich and Ferragamo.
Well, again, with the speed that, these 2 Wakefield kids have back there, I think it would be wise for Central Catholic probably to go with the squib kick, John. Kid like Laskovitz or Ferragamo, they get their hands on the ball. They're a threat to go all the way at any time. So let's see what they do.
Oh, they kick it straight up in the air. What the heck was this?
That's a live ball, John. That's a live ball. It's
Live
an
ball?
outside kick.
Looks
I
like
think
we-
Wakefield got it, though.
On the 45, 46-yard line. Again, Central Catholic does not like to kick the ball deep, but obviously that wasn't quite what they wanted to do, I don't think.
I don't think that's what that ball was straight up in the air, and then fortunately for them, it took a Red Raider bounce and actually turned up into a free ball because it did go 10 yards.
yards, that's
That
correct.
would have been quite a calamity had Wakefield not fallen on that ball. But as it turns out, the Warriors start off at the 46-yard line at their own 46. Good field position. Here we go.
Okay, great field position. First and 10. Wakefield goes to the traditional set. Roberto over the center. Sends Fulgham in motion. He's back to pass again. He throws it deep to Eric Fulgham. He's got him. He's got him wide open. He's going to... Good. Needs one more block. He gets out of the 15-yard line. What a pass by John Roberto. Right on the money to a breaking Eric Fulgham down the left sideline.
Wow, just a great play. Play action. They faked the handoff. Roberto set up big and strong in the pocket and threw about a 40-yard perfect strike to a streaking Eric Fulgham. Caught the ball in stride and was just a shoe tackle away from bringing that all the way to the end zone. Great play, great excitement here at Nickerson Field.
Okay, we got first and 10 from about the 14-yard line of the Red Raiders for Wakefield. Two men in the backfield for Wakefield. Handoff to 15. Ferragamo, he's got a room. Gets about 4 yards. A quick hitter over the left side, Bob.
Well, it's a nice play there. Good tough running up in there by Chris. Good job by the offensive line. He got 3 or 4 yards on the carry, and that keeps Central Catholic honest a little bit. They have to respect the run, so that's going to even set up the pass even better than what's going on already. But boy, I tell you, I'm out of breath here. This is great football.
It certainly is. Up and down football. Okay, 2nd and 7. From the 11-yard line for Wakefield. Roberto again back to pass. He sees his man, Fulgham. He drops the ball on about the 9-yard line, but he was well covered there.
Tough catch there, John. John didn't have a lot of room in there, and he threw a fine pass, but it was a little hard. And Eric did a nice job of trying to pull that in, but it just got out of his reach.
All right, we got 3rd down and 7 now. Big Joby Keogh in a tackle now. Sean Timmons over the ball.
Might see a little screen here again, John. Let's see.
2 men wide to the right. A quick toss to the outside. They need a block. They got one block, but he's pulled down at about the 7-yard line.
Boy, that was an outstanding tackle there by number 49 because that young man was headed for the end zone. That was Brad McDougal. Was that Lakovich on that carry, John?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, he had the end zone made. Had not 49 made a nice tackle there.
Okay, it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4 yards. Wakefield's going to go for it here, I would believe.
Looks like a field goal, John.
Okay.
But you never know here with Coach Boyages. Let's see.
Scott Tracy is a quarterback himself, and he's the holder here. Anything can happen.
Wouldn't surprise me to see a fake. Let's see what they do.
Kick is up. It's good. Good kick by Justin Donahue of about 25, 26 yards.
Great kick. I tell you, Johnny, that thing was good from 40 yards out. And Justin showed no signs of nervousness. He kicked that ball as well as I've seen him kick any ball all year. So the Wakefield kids are ready. They're pumped up. They're playing with great confidence, and it trickles down right from the quarterback all the way down to the place kicker. And this is just fun, Johnny.
Oh, it certainly is. Let's see if we can put a stop on the Central Catholic speed, which is outstanding here today. And it's fully more accentuated by the turf here, Bob.
Well, we're seeing it all. We've seen about 4 reverses by the Central Catholic kids. We've seen Roberto throwing the ball. He's probably got over 100-yard passing already. It's just something. It looks like a professional game, John. It's unbelievable the way these kids are playing out there.
Okay, Justin Donahue going to be doing the kicking. Back deep to receive for Central Catholic is number 1, Ted Rokas, and number 3, Brian Lemieux. They've been doing a lot of reverses on the kickoff here, Bob. Let's see what happens on this one.
Now,
Two speedsters for Central Catholic. Wakefield kicks it deep to Lemieux, number 3. He's going up the middle. He's keeping it this time, and he stopped. And there's a flag on the play. He stopped at the 32-yard line.
Well, it looks like you probably, that flag, Johnny, is usually a holding or an illegal block, which would be good for the Warriors. It's going to back Central Catholic up. They're going to stop probably inside the 20. So Wakefield's got them pinned back there pretty good if we can come up with a defensive stand here.
Okay, that's holding on Central Catholic.
Can't say enough about these kids, Johnny. A lot of times you get into a big game like this, you practice hard all week, but the nerves just take over, especially, kids that haven't been in this situation before. But it's been quite the opposite. These kids have picked the biggest game of their lives to play the best games of their lives. Boy, I tell you, you can't ask for anything more out of these kids. This is just a great, great game.
Certainly is. It's going to be on the 16-yard line for Central Catholic. First down and 10 to go. Two backs. Central Catholic hands off to number 1. He stopped at the 10-yard line. Let's get the number of that hit, Bob. That was a great play by number 30, Joe Spur, coming in from the defensive end position.
Well, again, that's about the third or fourth time that Central Catholic has gone to that play. I'm sure that the Wakefield coaches, after the last Central Catholic drive, talked to the defensive kids and made some changes, and they were ready for that. So good job there.
2nd and 14 now from the 12-yard line for Central Catholic. Again, the handoff up the middle to Juliano. He's got some room. And he stopped at about the 19-yard line. Got through that first wave of defenders, Bob. It looked like he had some room, but the D-backs came up and made a nice stop.
Well, Joe Juliano there, John, like you say, he's 6 feet, 225 pounds. Great size for a high school running back. And you don't want to let him gather up too much speed, because I think once he does, similar to Jim Brown, he'd be tough to bring down.
Third down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 20-yard line for Central Catholic. Let's see if Wakefield can come up big here with a stop. He's going out wide. He's got plenty of room again. First down. He's still on his feet. Out to the 35-yard line.
Well, we talked earlier, Johnny, about the defensive ends for Wakefield, having to contain, because Central Catholic likes to go outside a lot. Nothing fancy there. Quarterback just took the ball, went to his right. They sealed off any pursuit, and he looked like he gained about 15 yards.
Brings up a first down now on the 35-yard line. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hand off to number 1, and he's stuffed at the 35-yard line for no gain.
Well, a great job there by the Wakefield defense. That time, there was no way they were going to let him outside, and, that's going to be the key to this game. It seems like if Central Catholic can get outside on this Wakefield defense, they get some big plays. But if we're able to contain, seal them off, force them inside, where we have all our strength, or our strength in line backing, and safety and defensive line, I think, that's going to be the telling tale of this game.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter with the score, Wakefield 10, Central Catholic 7. And a great first quarter of football.
Well, as we said, not to be repetitive, but that was action-packed first quarter, as good as high school quarter I've seen in a long, long time. A lot of high-powered offense, great runs, great passes, great blocking. Just can't say enough about the way these kids are playing.
Certainly is, on a beautiful Sunday here at BU's Nickerson Field.
And a lot of work behind the scenes here, John. I just want to put my 2 cents in here about the Warrior Club and a lot of the work that's gone on behind the scenes. Maybe you can comment a little bit on, John, what's being done for the kids and so forth.
Yeah, well, basically the Warrior Club helps get these kids to do what they deserve, and that in the way of banquets and awards at the end of the year, and during the year they do some fundraising and stuff. As a matter of fact, they have a meeting coming up for offices for the next year, and we'd like a lot of the freshman parents to continue this strong tradition that we've prided ourselves in, and come to the next meeting and run for office, get on the board of directors, and let's try to continue this Wakefield High School football legacy and help these kids, support them all as they've supported us. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 2nd and 9, I'm sorry. 2nd and 9. Handoff to Uliano up the middle. He's got room. He's plowing his way up to about the 43, 44-yard line. He is a huss.
Well, quick hitter there. They went right off, looked like right guard there, Johnny. And Uliano, again, 225 pounds, tough to bring down. But Wakefield, you know, they put some helmets on him, and you just don't want to let him break loose here, John.
3rd and about 2 yards to go from the 43-yard line. The interior line for Wakefield's going to have to come up big here today, as Central Catholic loves to move the ball. This is the play they love to go to the right, Bob, on the films we've seen here. Let's see what happens on this. Here they come. He's stopped in the backfield for no gain by Joe Spur. Another great tackle by Joe Spur.
Well, we've seen it all year from Joe Spur. He's a very good tackler, and he has a good nose for the ball. Outstanding play there by Joe, stopping this Central Catholic drive before they could even get to midfield. Good job.
Okay, it looks like we're going to see the first punt by Central Catholic here from their 42-yard line. 4th and about 4 yards to go. As the snap is out, kick is pretty good kick. Gets down to about the 30, takes a big bounce down to the 15-yard line. Central get a great break on that play as it took a tremendous bounce in their favor, pinning Wakefield back on their own 15-yard line to start 1st and 10.
Well, good kick there. That was, I believe, the quarterback, John, Neil Murphy, left-footed kicker there. And that was about a 42-yard punt, puts Wakefield back at the 15-yard line.
Okay, the ball's actually on the 16-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Wakefield High School.
There again, we see the effects of the AstroTurf there, John, is that when that ball hit, it bounced about 7-8 feet up in the air and rolled about an extra 15 yards.
Okay. Roberto over the quarterback, hands off, quick hitter up the middle for no gain. Central's got that fairly well defended. That's number 55 who's in on the stop. Rob Parkhurst, 5'9", 215 tackle. We're going to have 2nd and 10 from about the 16. They gave him 1 on the carry. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9. Two backs. Got Eric Fulton in motion. Hand off to the second man through, but he's stopped by number 48, Joe Uliano.
Well, you can see why Coach Boyard just came out throwing the football against this Central Catholic defense. Very strong against the run, no question about it. We saw it on the film, and I think the way to beat this team is going to be through the air. So we'll see what happens. The only problem, right now, Wakefield back at the 15. Don't want to take too many chances. Interesting call here, John. I look for a safe pass here of some sort.
Okay, brings up 3rd and about 9 yards to go. Maybe 10. They lost the yard on the play. Okay, got 4 men wide. John throws a quick out pass, but he's stopped for almost no gain.
Well, nice catch there by Ricky Barbaro, but only about a gain of a yard or two, and Wakefield's going to have to punt the ball.
Okay, Justin Donahue back for the kick. Again, Rokas and Lemieux back deep, back to about the 47-yard line to receive the ball. The wind is not too much of a factor down on the field. Good snap. Kick is bouncing at about the 40. Gets a good Wakefield bounce, and it's rolling down to about the 35, 4. Look at the roll that ball's getting. All the way to the 29-yard line of Central Catholic.
Well, Johnny, that ends up being about a 50-yard punt for Justin Donahue again. That ball bounced on about the 50-yard line and rolled all the way down to the 28, and the effects of the AstroTurf have kind of benefited both teams on the punts. So the first time Wakefield, Central Catholic got a break on their punt, and now Wakefield capitalizes on the turf as well. Great job there by Justin.
Okay, we're going to have 1st and 10 for Central Catholic from their own 29-yard line. Again, we have Juliano in the backfield. Murphy over the ball. Roll out to the right. Juliano's getting outside. He's pulled down by number 4. Gets all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Well, again, Johnny, you know, as we've been saying, if they seem like they can get around that end, there's a lot of green pasture out there. Scott Tracy did a nice job sort of husk-calling him around the 40-yard line, but Juliano, so big and strong, he dragged him for about 6 yards. We don't want to see Juliano get into the open too many times, John, because sooner or later, you know, he's gonna break one. So hopefully Wakefield will prevent that from happening.
Okay, there's a timeout on the field. Referee's timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. Yeah, this Joe Juliano is everything we've heard about. I mean, he's lived up to his billing, Bob.
Well, there's no question about it, John. He's a big, strong kid. He's got above-average speed, and Central Catholic tries to, you know, set him up with some blocking schemes to spring him loose. And you know, if Wakefield doing a good job of containing him, I don't think no one's going to shut him down totally. So if you can just hold him to a reasonable amount of yardage, I think you got a good chance to win the game.
Okay, we're going to have 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. One receiver out wide to the left. For Central Catholic, Eric Fulgham's on him. We got Mike Sorrentino at safety. Sean Yopchuk, Sean Chapman, linebackers. You got Casey, Wilkie, Pace, Joe Spur on the line. There's Scott Tracy, one of the safeties as well. Great defense here for Wakefield High School.
And a very well-played game, John, penalty-wise. I only can recall maybe 2 penalties at the most. But, again, you know, sometimes in a situation like this where the butterflies are going pretty good there and the kids are nervous, the tendency to jump offside or to do some things they normally wouldn't do. But no sign of that at all whatsoever. These kids are very well-schooled, ready to go.
Okay. Murphy, a quarterback for Central Catholic, comes up over the ball, but the referee's still discussing something. Not quite sure what it is. Looks like we're ready to go now. 1st and 10.
The ball is ready for play. 1st down and 10 Raiders from their own 47.
Hand off again up the middle. Number 52 makes the tackle on Steve Casey. Trying to get the number of the runner.
Well, that time, John, they faked up the middle to Juliano, handed off on sort of almost like the old crossbuck play over left guard, but it looked like Steve Casey was right there, wasn't fooled at all, and made a nice tackle on the play.
And that was Matt Muzzarell on the carry. Okay, we got 2nd and about 9 from the 48-yard line for Wakefield. For Central Catholic. Again, he's rolling out to the right. He's got room again. He gets outside. He loses the ball. Wakefield's recovered the ball, I think. Yes. Looks like Sean Terrio on the recovery. Was it Sean Chapman? Yes. Sean Terrio with the recovery on the play.
Wow, that was a great tackle there. Looked like the quarterback, number 22, Neil Murphy, had some room. And just when he looked like he was going to accelerate, someone came in and popped that ball loose, and Terrio fell on it. Big break for Wakefield here, and let's see what they do.
Okay, the ball's on Wakefield's 49-yard line. They're going to take it over with 1st and 10. Turnover should be big in a game of this sort, Bob. Teams seem to be evenly matched. Okay, you got Chris Lekovich in motion. Roberto back to pass. Oh, nearly intercepted. Did they say it hit the ground? No, it hit the ground. Some hesitation on the lineman's part there. Looked like he was going to call it a catch for Central Catholic as the ball ricocheted off the hands of the...
Well, good job there by the side judge. It looked like the official in the middle of the field was going to rule an interception. The side judge, who had a better angle on it, came running in and waved that off as an incompletion. Good job of officiating there by this crew, because that could have been a big turnover had that other official stood by his guns. Good call by the side judge there, and a fair call.
All right, 2nd and 10. John Roberto, a quarterback. There's a blitz. They pick up the blitz. Chris Letkovich basically gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Not much there.
Well, Central Catholic continues to blitz. They're sending 7-8 men almost at will here. The offensive line to this part of the game has done an outstanding job at holding up against it, resulting in some big pass plays. So you live by the blitz, Johnny. Sometimes you die by the blitz, and let's see what happens.
Okay, we got 3rd down, 8 to go from Central Catholic's 49-yard line. We have about 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Wakefield leading 10-7. Okay, Roberto does a quick toss. There's a reverse, runs right into Uliano. No, I'm sorry, number 4, James Durkin. Actually, James Durkin just overran the play, but on the reverse, he was just run into, I believe, by Scott Tracy.
Sometimes you get lucky. As you said, John, that number 4 there, Durkin, had actually overrun the play, but he ran, Wakefield had a reverse on. He actually ran right into the ball carrier and made the tackle for about a 7 or 8 yard loss there.
It's going to be 4th and 18 from Wakefield's own 41. Back to kick is Justin Donahue. And number 1 in Ted Rokas, and Lemieux back deep for Central Catholic. Snap's good. Nice punt. Get that. It bounces. I think it's a live ball. Somebody from Wakefield can catch it. I think it looks like it's a live ball. It is. It's Wakefield's ball. Central Catholic didn't catch the ball. It hit off his hand, and Wakefield alertly picked it up.
Well, again, John, it looked like the factor of that time not wanting to let the ball bounce because of the great rolls that have been occurring on these punts. The Red Raider returner tried to run up and catch that ball on the run, and he actually muffed it. Went right off his hands, and Wakefield was alert, picked it up, and Wakefield's ball again. Another big turnover for the Warriors.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of Central Catholic. Wakefield has gone back to the shotgun again. Timeout call by John Roberto. Big break for Wakefield Warriors. They have to capitalize here. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this first half of exciting football.
Yep, 2 consecutive turnovers by Central Catholic, and the Warriors now, have a timeout here to talk this over. This could be a big blow to Central Catholic if Wakefield can knock this in the end zone. As Central Catholic back on their heels after 2 consecutive turnovers.
Okay, there's a couple of shirtless guys for Central Catholic roaming the sidelines there. And I'm sure they're not too comfortable because it's about 29, 30 degrees here. We're up in the press box and there's no windows on it, so we can verify the temperature. And Wakefield Band is going to be playing at halftime for 14 minutes to be exact, as this MIAA has the running of this Super Bowl Sunday down to the minute, as they have to, with all the excitement and games and things that are going on today.
Well, Johnny, with this field position, I think you're going to see Wakefield put it back up in the air. This is where they got the yardage early, and I think you'll see them go back to the air now with good field position.
Well, Roberto's over the center. He's not in shotgun form. Does a quick toss outside. He needs a block. He's got one block. He's getting to the outside. He gets some good yardage on the play, as 62 Elliot Wilkie was lead blocking for him.
Wow, we finally got Chris Ferragamo a chance to show that great speed that he has. Went right around left end, got a nice block there, and scooted down for, looks like a first down, John.
It's going to be close.
Close, maybe a little short.
No, they gave him the first down. They're moving the chains. Okay, that brings up 1st and 10 now from about the 24-yard line of Central Catholic. They like that quick toss pass to the speedy backs, Bob. I think they see something there.
Oh, nice call. I was wrong. I thought we'd see the pass there, but Central Catholic, I think, was looking for the pass too, and they just crossed them up. Good call.
Okay, First and 10. Roberto, quick handoff, up the middle, not much there.
Chapman.
Looks like Chapman took the handoff for a gain of about 1 yard. The middle of that Raider line is pretty solid, Bob. They're not yielding too much in the way of yards.
Now, 4 minutes to go here in the first half, Johnny. And again, a score here by Wakefield would be real big in giving us a nice little cushion here going into halftime. Let's see what we can do here.
Okay, second down, 7 yards to go, as he did pick up 3 on the play. John Roberto over the center. There's a blitz. And he gets away from the blitzing linebacker and throws it up in the air. Looked like interference on the play, but they say no catch. That's number 85, Foster, on the David Foster. Went up for it, but it was 2 defenders on him.
Wow, John Roberto made an outstanding play there. They came linebacker shooting right up the middle, head John by the leg. John just shook him off, turned and made an outstanding throw to Dave Forrester, and that ball was right on the money, but a good defensive job there by Central Catholic to knock that ball away from Dave, who has outstanding hands, big, strong, tough kid, and 9 times out of 10 he's going to come up with that ball, but a good defensive play there.
Okay, third down, 7 to go from the 21-yard line. Timeout called by the referees again. Either an equipment or an injury situation here with number 2, Matt Muzzerall for Central Catholic, so he was put on the sidelines by the refs. Gives us a chance here to look around the crowd. You see a lot of Wakefield, and you see a lot of Central Red Raiders blue out there. There's quite a contingent of people here representing these 2 schools. As you can see, the tradition at both schools is very strong. As a matter of fact, Central Catholic has been at the Super Bowl once before and lost to Tewksbury, I believe, 7-3. Plymouth.
Well, let's see, John. We have a substitution in there. The starting cornerback is out, and it looks like he's been replaced by a backup, number 3, Ryan Lemieux. Let's see if the Wakefield coaching staff picks up on this and tries to go against the rookie out there.
Okay, there's a blitz again. It's picked up nicely. John's back to pass. He's got Scott Tracy. He's almost caught it in and out of his hands.
Outstanding defensive play by number 1, Ted Rokas. As Tracy went up, he had the ball, and Rokas came in with his right arm and knocked it away at the last second, taking a touchdown away from the Warriors. I'll tell you, John Roberto is outstanding today. That ball was right on the money. And I haven't seen John, he's been great all year, but he's really having a great day today throwing that ball. Outstanding pass and great play by Tracy, who almost came down with it, and even better play by Rokas for Central Catholic to knock it away. That was a great play.
Certainly was. Okay, we're going to have 4th down, and they're setting up for the field goal. You got Scott Tracy again doing the holding. It's blocked. The field goal is blocked. Central Catholic will take over on the 29-yard line with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the half. Big block by the Red Raiders.
Wow, Johnny, I take a guess who blocked it. You got it. Number 48, Joe Giuliano, came flying in from the left end. Mr. Everything, it looked like, I believe. But on the bad side, Giuliano is on the sideline. He is holding, it looks like his hamstring, or it could be a groin. He's down, and that would be a key loss for Central Catholic if he is injured.
Okay, 1st and 10. Central Catholic. They hand off to number 1 again. He's going outside. He's got some room. Number 55 gets him, keep pace on the play for a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
Well, with Giuliano out, I think you're going to see Rokas carrying the ball a lot. They're attending to Giuliano on the sideline. It looked like when he attempted to block that, he sort of stretched his groin a little bit. He was holding his upper leg there, and he looks like he's in some pain down there, Johnny.
Okay, we got 2nd down, and we got 2 yards to go. Central Catholic. Handoff again to number 1 in reverse. He gets through. He's got some room. Number 2, Matt Muzzerall. 1st down to the 48-yard line. They have a lot of options there, Bob.
Well, that was, again, another inside reverse. You don't see too many inside reverses where they hand off to the halfback on the right-hand side, and then they have the other halfback come from the left-hand side, and he hands it off inside. Looks like Giuliano's back in, John, and that's good news for Central Catholic. And again, we don't want to see anyone injured, so good news for everybody.
1st and 10 from the 47 for Central Catholic. He's back to pass. He throws a quick out, and he's stopped at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was Rokas again, number 1, John, outstanding athlete. That's the cornerback there that all broke up the play on Tracy.
Good play by Scott Tracy on that one.
Tracy came back, and they're having a little battle out there. Scott Tracy and Ted Rokas are going at each other on both sides of the ball. And nice little matchup there. Two outstanding athletes.
Actually lost the yard on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from about the 46-yard line for Central Catholic.
2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in an action-packed first half, and probably about 3 timeouts left for each team. So let's see what happens here in the last 2 minutes.
Okay. The beautiful view up here in the press box overlooking the Charles River, which I believe you... Here it is coming up now. Well, that's a train yard there.
Scanning the screen here, and
we'll get to the river. We're coming close. We're following the trucks.
I got Starrow Drive there.
That's a Mass Turnpike, Bob.
Mass Turnpike.
Don't get out much, huh?
Here we go.
River. Here's the Charles River. Beautiful Charles River. So they have the Charles Regatta, Bob. I know you frequent that every year, right?
Hey, John, are you kidding me? I've participated in that a few times.
You need a boat, though, Bob. Okay, Wakefield band is around the sidelines, ready to get on the field. Got to get there 14 minutes. Okay, we got 2nd down. 11 yards to go. A quick handoff to number 1 again. He's getting to the outside. They hemmed him in this time. Great defensive pursuit by the Wakefield line.
Great job there by the Wakefield defense, John, as you said, as this Rokas kid is very shifty. He put 2 or 3 moves, but they did not allow him to get outside, forced him to run inside where all the help is, and that makes all the difference in the world between a 1-yard run and possibly a 20 or 30-yard run. Great job by the Wakefield defense.
All right, a little less than a minute and 40 seconds left to go here. And we've got a 3rd down and about 10 yards to go for Central Catholic. He's going back. He's rolling out right. He sees somebody deep. He's throwing it. He's open, but he overthrows him. Number 87, I believe, on that play is Tommy Donahue. That's his favorite receiver.
Yep. Donahue had actually gotten behind the coverage there for Wakefield, and if quarterback number 22 there, Neil Murphy, was able to deliver that ball, that would have been a big play for Central Catholic. But it looked like the wind got a little bit of hold of that ball. In all fairness to the quarterback, and that puts him in a 4th down.
Okay, we got 4th down. They're going to be punting now, with a minute 28 seconds left to go. Back deep of the 2 Chris's. Good snap. Good kick. They're going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll all the way down. Oh, it's getting a good roll down and about still rolling. The wind is just taking that probably down to the 3, 2, 1. Yep, 3-yard line.
Wow, unbelievable again with the effects of this AstroTurf on these punts, John. The ball just hits and rolls and rolls and rolls. Good news is Central Catholic choosing not to pick it up, wasted about 10 seconds off the clock, and we're down to a minute 6. But with Wakefield back up like this, I think you'll see Central Catholic starting to call some timeouts, John, and trying to get this ball. It looks like they already have Wakefield taking a timeout here.
Yeah. Wakefield's got 3 timeouts left, and the Central Catholic has 4. So this could be a long minute and 6 seconds.
Well, I think I'd be surprised if Wakefield puts the ball up in the air. Well, you never know with Coach Boyages and Coach Uva here. With some of the calls they make, they always try to keep the other team off balance, including us up here in the booth. So maybe you will see a pass. We don't know. But if they choose to keep it on the ground, I'm sure Central Catholic will be using their timeouts, because if they do force Wakefield to punt, Wakefield's going to be punting from deep in their own territory, and Central Catholic will should end up with pretty good field position.
I would imagine everybody in Central Catholic right now is being told to go for the balls, try to strip it out. Turnover here would be a tremendous benefit for them.
Well, again, field position, John, as we talk about, is a crucial factor in any football game. And Wakefield, if they can grind out a first down here, this would be a huge first down because it gets us out of the half here in the lead at 10-7 and go into the locker room and, talk about things. And Wakefield's always been strong in the second half, so let's see what we can do here, John.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. It looks like an offsides by, looks like an offsides.
I think it is. I think you get an offside here against Central Catholic. I didn't see any movement in the Wakefield offensive line, so that's a big 5 yards for Wakefield if it goes against Central Catholic, and it does.
Big call. I was talking to some of the players last night. They were going to try to go to some long counts to keep their blitzing linebackers for Central Catholic off balance today, and it looks like that was a case in point.
Well, big call there for big penalty there for Wakefield. I'm sure the Central Catholic coaches weren't too happy about that one.
1st and 5 from the 8 now, Wakefield. Handoff to Ferragamo, I believe. He's brought down at the 6-yard line for a loss of about 2, again by you-know-who. Okay, the clock stopped at 58 seconds. So it looks like there's 3 timeouts left for Central Catholic. Looks like they're going to use them all here to try to get the ball back and maybe get a shot one more time.
Wow, let's
score.
2nd and 6 here, John. And again, first down is critical for Wakefield. Don't want to have to punt from the end zone. So I'm sure that if they have a running play that has been their bread and butter all year, I'm sure we're going to see it here. Again, the pass is a little risky only because if it is incomplete, it does stop the clock, which could work against Wakefield in this situation.
Trouble is, with 3 timeouts left, Bob, conceivably they can get the ball back down inside the 20-yard line if Wakefield doesn't punt the ball. So it's going to be a tough call here. Okay, Wakefield comes out. Roberto over the center. Relihan in motion. Quick toss out to Ferragamo. He's got some blocking. Gets out to around the 10-yard line.
Okay, well, about 4 yards on the play there, John, which, again, isn't too bad. It looks like we're going to bring up about a 3rd and 4. Central Catholic, again, calling that timeout as we predicted. And, again, this play here will go a long way to determining who's going to be the leader at halftime.
Okay, we got 3rd, and there's going to be about 3 yards to go, 4 yards to go for a first down for Wakefield. I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen that toss again. It eats up a little more of the clock, and they've seen the beginning 4 or 5 yards of crack on that play. So look for that one to happen again.
Well, there's no question. This team is tough to run on up the middle, John. They got Giuliano, middle linebacker, does an outstanding job. And we haven't seen anything up the middle for Wakefield present any more than 2 or 3 yards. So you would think if they're going to go somewhere, it would go outside, but let's see what happens.
They got number 69, Scott Goddard there. He's 5'9", 240. He's a force to be dealt with on the as a guard. Okay, Wakefield's got 3rd and about 2 yards to go from the 11. Let's see. He's back to pass. He throws a quick pop. Incomplete. Giuliano was looking for that ball, too.
Well, they tried to just do that little quick slant over the middle to Eric Fulgram. Good call. Only problem is it does stop the clock. The incompletion stops the clock, and Central Catholic is able to save one of their timeouts.
I think Giuliano was looking for that pop pass, Bob. He watched the films.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The Central Catholic punt returners have had a little trouble handling these balls, so let's see if, I don't know if we can get lucky again, John.
Okay, Donahue back to punt again. Crucial he gets this one off quick. They're coming after him. He just gets it off. I think it's partially touched. I think it was partially touched by either Giuliano or number 6 for them, Jeff Petty.
Well, Justin was really forced to rush that punt, and as a result, he sort of shanked it a little bit over to the left side here, and it only resulted in about a 15-yard punt, and Central Catholic takes over at the looks like the 26-yard line.
They still have 2 timeouts left, so it's 1st and 10, and there's only 41 seconds left to go, but that's plenty of time for Central Catholic here before the half.
Well, as we said, that field position is crucial, and let's see if Wakefield come up with a big defensive stand here.
Okay, he's rolling left. He's back to pass. He throws it down the middle. It's intercepted by Wakefield. By Eric Folger, made a great catch. Intercepted. Just overthrew his receiver, and Eric was there. He looked like the intended receiver on that play.
Even better than the catch, John, was the fact that Eric Fulgham was not fooled one bit. They faked they've been running that sort of that toss play the whole time, and that time they slipped the tight end out right down the middle, figuring that Eric might commit to the run. Eric had no part of it, stayed with his man every step of the way. The ball's a little overthrown, and Eric makes a great catch, but that was outstanding discipline by Eric, not going for the run fake. His responsibility is to cover his pass first, and he did it. A lot of times at this level, you'll see time and time again, especially at this age, a high school age, these kids will come up and try to commit to the run, and they're a little bit undisciplined, but what a great job. I'm sure the coaches are very, very happy with the job Eric did on that.
On that play, buddy, his motion is carrying him into the end zone. Should he not have downed the ball in the end zone and got to the 20-yard line on that play, or would they have marked it at the point of receipt, which was the 2nd or 3rd yard?
No, I think actually, John, the momentum worked against him there. Where he caught the ball is basically where they're going to mark him because, like you say, the momentum brought him in, but it goes really by the point where he caught that ball in that particular situation.
Steve. All right, we're going to have 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line.
I think that's the 3rd turnover for Central Catholic, and I'm not sure Wakefield has any.
The clock's running now. We're down to 32 seconds, and the ball's up to about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. I don't see anybody calling any timeouts. Well, I guess they're going to let the clock run out. They're going to waste 2 timeouts, Central Catholic. So they're going to go into the locker room at halftime with the score Wakefield 10 and Central Catholic Red Raiders 7. Great first half of football. It was quite a battle. It started out as an offensive shootout and then settled into a defensive battle. Going down the eye, yeah. Okay, here we are, second half. Wakefield receiving the ball. The 2 Chris's back deep. Ferragamo, well, let me see. I heard Lutkovich was hurt, Bobby. Let's see who they got out there. And he kicks it pretty good one this time, and it's
like
going.
Lutkovich,
he is. He's back. And he goes straight up the middle and he just missed the seam.
Nice run there by Chris. Wakefield's going to start about the, let's see, their own 34, 35-yard line.
All right, Wakefield on the 40-yard line. No, 35. Scoreboard's wrong. It's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see what changes we've made at halftime by the coaching staff. The pass was very effective the first half. Okay, they're going to stay with Roberto over the center this time. He's back to pass. He's blitzed, and he's sacked by number 9. Steve Sudoku.
Wow, Steve Sudoku came with a little bit of a delayed blitz from the right-hand side, John. Central Catholic guessed that Wakefield would open up with a pass. They guessed right, and they put Roberto down for the first time today for about a 10-yard loss. So hopefully Wakefield can get their composure back and get out of this, get out of that little predicament they're in right now.
2nd and 20 from their own 25-yard line. He hands it off, quick hit him up the middle to Chapman, it looks like. Good for about 4 or 5 yards.
Well, momentum's big here. Central Catholic come out and made a big play here to take the early momentum away from Wakefield. Now Wakefield has to come back and counter that and, hang in here real early in the third quarter. A lot of time to go here, Johnny.
Third down and about 16 to go for first down for Wakefield on the first drive of the second half. Alberto back in shotgun formation. Sonny Tracy in motion. Central Catholic showing blitz. Long count. They pick up the blitz pretty well. They got a good screen set up, but he's stopped at about the 30-yard line.
Good safe call there by Wakefield. Again, they threw that screen that's been good to them all year out to Chris Ferragamo. Central Catholic, though, defensed it well, and Wakefield will be forced to punt.
It's going to be 4th and about 16 from their own 29. Forcing Donahue to kick. 3-0 for Wakefield. That's big for Central Catholic.
Ted Rokas and Brian Lemieux are back for punt receivers back here for Central Catholic, standing at around their own 35.
Bounces the snap, but he gets off a beautiful kick, but it's going to be fielded. It can be returned here. They pin him in, and he's out at about the 44-yard line. 43-yard line.
Well, good kick there by Justin, and Ted Rokas finally held on to one there on one of those punts. Wind is swirling, in all fairness to these punt receivers, and Ted Rokas did a nice job of catching that ball, and he scooted out of bounds after about a 3-yard return.
All right, 1st and 10 for Central Catholic. Neil Murphy, a quarterback for them. Juliano, the big back. Murphy back to pass. They come out with a pass. Incomplete as Keith Pace pressured Neil Murphy on that play, forcing him to throw an errant pass.
Wow, they snuck Juliano out of the backfield. He was wide open in the flat there, John, and couldn't come up with it. That would have been about a 20-yard gain, so a break for Wakefield right off the bat. Central Catholic didn't show that at all in the first half, probably saving that play, but Juliano could not hold on to the ball. So a break there for Wakefield.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the 43 of Central Catholic. And they're doing the option. There's plenty of room. There's nobody out there. It's brought down at the 47-yard line of Wakefield.
Wow, another outstanding job there in that tackle by Eric Fulgram. There was a downfield blocker that tried to take Eric out of the play. If he did, Juliano might have brought that one all the way, but Eric knocked his blocker out of the way and made a nice one-on-one tackle on Juliano, who that's no easy task there, John.
No, it certainly wasn't. Okay, we're going to have 1st and 10 from Wakefield's 45 for Central Catholic. That option's been giving Wakefield trouble today. Quick hit him up the middle by Juliano. 3 men to bring him down. He gets down to about the 41-yard line of Wakefield.
Well, again, Joe Juliano on the carry. First half statistics here on him. Looks like he had 7 carries for 63 yards for a 9-yard average. He had a long gain. His longest run was 19 yards. So I'll tell you what type of football player this kid is, averaging 9 yards a carry here on the ground.
That goes with what he's been doing all year. He's averaged over 8 yards a carry. 2nd and 6. Again, he hands off to number 2, who finds a seam, and he's met at the 40-yard line by Keith Pace and number 4, Scott Tracy, in on the tackle.
Steve Casey in on the tackle as well. Good quick run there by number 2, Matt Mazeral, and good job there by Keith Pace, Steve Casey in on the tackle.
Brings up a 3rd down now and about 3 or 4 yards to go from the 39-yard line of Wakefield. Big call here for Central Catholic. They go to the outside, to the right. He's got the room. He's first down.
Well, quarterback Neil Murphy, who again fakes the fullback into the line and just keeps it, goes around the right side. He was able to get outside the end and converts it to about a 7-yard gain and a first down.
Again, Keith Pace with Scott Tracy on the tackle. Brings it down to the 32-yard line for Central Catholic with 1st and 10.
Well, Murphy's hurt them a little bit. First half, he had 6 carries for 39 yards.
Handoff. No, he's keeping it. Again, getting outside. Down to the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
Murphy again keeps it himself.
Murphy's taking things under control here in the second half and doing a lot of rollouts, Bob.
Yeah, well, again, this is a team that likes to run the football. They actually outgained Wakefield total yardage in the first half, 183 total yards for Central Catholic to 110 for the Wakefield Warriors. So the three turnovers by Central Catholic were big.
2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line, 27-yard line. Blitz by Wakefield. Oh, they caught him down to the 20-yard line. First down for Central Catholic.
Well, you called it, Johnny. Wakefield came with two blitzing linebackers, but Central Catholic guessed right, ran opposite the blitz, and it looked like he banged it in there for about 5 yards. And we're looking at a 3rd and 1. Oh, no, he made the first down. We'll run some more stats by you here, Johnny. In the first half, Central Catholic had 7 first down. Wakefield had 5. Central Catholic rushed for looked like 23 carries for 182 yards. Wakefield 12 carries for 17 yards. So you see the big disparity there in the rushing. Passing yardage net, Central Catholic just the opposite though. Only 1 yard total passing for Central Catholic. Wakefield 93 yards in the air. Most of that coming on that outstanding first initial drive that Wakefield had, where they marched right down the field. We had no fumbles for Wakefield and 2 fumbles for Central Catholic. And kickoff returns, 3 for Central Catholic, 51 yards. Wakefield, none. No kickoff returns. Let's see. 2 punts for Central Catholic, averaging 46 yards. Wakefield had 3, averaging 31 yards. 2 penalties for Central Catholic for 15 yards. No Wakefield penalties in the first half. So, again, no penalties, no turnovers for Wakefield in the first half. And despite being outgained, you can see what those turnovers and penalties can do to a team.
It'd be nice to have a turnover right now at 1st and 10 from the 21 for Central Catholic, Bob. Wakefield's line looks fired up. They're encouraging the crowd to root them on. Murphy's taking the snap. Handoff to Liano. He's met by 27 and 55 Sean Chapman and Keith Pace at the line of scrimmage. But he still falls forward for about 2 yards.
Good, nice double-team tackle there. Sean Chapman hit him high. Keith Pace got him low and brought down that outstanding runner for Central Catholic.
He was voted the most valuable player in the Merrimack Valley Conference this year, Joe Liano, and he's showing why today.
Well, he's got it all, John. He's got size, strength, and speed, which is, everything you need to be an outstanding back.
2nd and 6 from the 17-yard line. Ted Rokas in motion. Hand off to Rokas. A reverse to number 3. Muzzle. Oh, a clip. And he got the flag. It's coming back. It's coming back as Sean Terrio was clipped in the back by Central Catholic.
Well, again, outstanding play there by Terrio, as had he not been clipped, I think he would have hit that runner for a loss in the backfield. But a big penalty against Central Catholic here, big break for Wakefield, and this is going to back them up almost to the 35-yard line, Johnny.
The penalty will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Okay, that's going to bring up
Back to the 34-yard line.
they're on the 34-yard line now. And it's going to be 2nd and 23 yards.
2nd down, 23.
Murphy hands off to Liano. He's got a seam. He's got a lot of room.
Good tackle.
He's tackled at the 21-yard line in the open field.
Sean Terrio. Good tackle there by Sean Terrio. There was a draw play, John, and they had a big initial hole. Looked like Giuliano had all kinds of room out there, and Sean Terrio, a much smaller player, brought him right down at the point of contact. Great play by Sean Terrio.
3rd and 10 from the 21-yard line. We've got 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Rokas in motion again. And he's back to pass. He's got a man in the corner. Touchdown! Central Catholic. Great pass by Murphy.
That's number 87, Tom Donahue. Outstanding catch in the corner of the end zone. Murphy laid it out there. Donahue stretched out, and I didn't think he was going to hold on to it when he hit the ground, but he cradled it in there, and despite hitting the ground hard, was able to maintain possession for the touchdown. Great play there by the Central Catholic Red Raiders.
Well, Central Catholic, known for their running, strikes with the air attack. And Murphy has shown all year he can throw the ball. He's thrown for over 850 yards this year. Extra point by Rokas. Kick is up, and it's good. The score, Central Catholic 14, Wakefield Warriors 10.
Okay, Johnny, well, you got to give Central Catholic credit there. I mean, they were backed up with a 2nd and 23 from the 34-yard line and ran a draw play for 14 yards and then came back with a 21-yard pass play to the corner of the end zone. And it was well covered on the play, no question about it, but perfect execution. And we've been saying it all game long, both these teams playing with the poise and maturity of an excellent college team. Hard to believe these are high school kids out here today, Johnny.
Certainly it does. They've come to play today, and they're giving the fans their money's worth. As Wakefield's crowd and Central Catholic's crowd are having a great time here today in sun-drenched BU Stadium.
Well, a lot of proud parents and grandparents and uncles and cousins. Everyone's here rooting on all the prospective players that they came to see here. A lot of great spirit shown here by both teams. And Wakefield all year has shown a propensity to come back. And Coach Piagis, I'm sure, also has made some adjustments at halftime on this for the offense. And I think the fun's just starting here, John.
Okay, we got the two Chris's back deep again. Let's see if Central Catholic goes deep to those two guys.
Well, I'd love to see a nice return here by Wakefield. Let's see if we can get field position out here in their midfield, Johnny, and punch it, take it right back.
Okay, 4 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A squib kick again, which is what they show all year long, picked up by Chris Letkovich, but he's met at the 25-yard line by a host of Central Catholic players, led by number 84, Kevin Martin.
Well, there's just great respect for the return men from the Warriors. Both Chris Letkovich and Chris Ferragamo have shown all year long that they are outstanding kick returners, and the Red Raiders coaching staff did not want to give them an opportunity to bring that one back all the way. So great respect there for the Wakefield return.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Wakefield from the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation. Ferragamo in motion. Goes the other way. Oh! Jeez! Nearly intercepted, but then he was left wide open. Ricky Barbaro, if he ever held on to that, there was nothing but green grass in front of him. Green turf in this case.
Well, number 2 there for Central Catholic, Matt Muzzerall, went for the interception. He gambled, and actually he overran it, and Barbaro, had he never held on, might have rambled all the way with that one.
2nd and 10, deep to Scott Tracy, but it was incomplete pass.
Well, again, the Wakefield Warriors, reminiscent of the early drive, are coming out, no huddle offense, and are going back to the air. That's where they hurt Central Catholic early, and they're trying to come right back to that now.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 27-yard line for Wakefield.
Now you're probably going to see a blitz here, John. Hopefully the offensive line from the Warriors will hold up. 3rd and 10. It seems like Central Catholic, this is a definite blitz situation for them. So let's see if the Wakefield Warriors offensive line is ready for the task.
Okay. This game has had everything today. It takes your breath away, some of the excitement that's going on here. Wakefield sending 3 men wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Long count, blitz, and he throws it into the ground.
There's a penalty marker down there on the field, John. Usually either motion or you might have got Central Catholic jumping offside here. Let's see if Wakefield can get a break. Maybe the Red Raiders jumped offside on the long count. I think
motion on Wakefield. Okay, that brings the kicking team out. That's not what we wanted to have happen after Central Catholic just scored a quick touchdown.
Wakefield needs something to turn this momentum around, John. It looks like, as so many times after the halftime, one team either seems to come out and establishes that momentum, and that seems to carry over. Right now, Catholic Central has it. Wakefield needs a turnover or something to get this ball back and establish some momentum back for the Warriors.
Okay, Justin Donahue back deep. He needs to get off a good one right here. They're coming after him. Just missed block, and he gets a beautiful kick. He's backing him up to the 30-yard line. Plenty of running room for Rokas. Gets out to the 40-yard line.
Beautiful kick there by Justin Donahue. Back at his own 20 again. That was a good 45-yard punt. Rokas really didn't have much room to go with that. Just basically caught it and headed for the sidelines and got the most out of it that he could. But good coverage downfield by the Wakefield Warriors.
All right, Wakefield needs a turnover right here with 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the third quarter, trailing 14-10. Ball on the 40-yard line for Central Catholic. Juliano in the backfield again, as he has been all day. They're rolling out to the right again. Quick toss to Juliano. He's hemmed in, but he gets through the first line. Looks like a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think we had a block in the back there, John, and Central Catholic again is going to have a first and long, which is again definitely to the advantage of Wakefield here if we can make a stop.
That was Ted Rokas, I believe, on the push in the back for Central Catholic.
Well, the Wakefield defense has made the proper adjustments in not letting Central Catholic outside, and as a result they've gotten 2 holding calls as Central Catholic, a little frustrated not being able to turn the corner, has twice blocked in the back to try to enable that back to get outside. But there you see the outstanding job by the Wakefield defense causing these penalties.
Puts the ball back on the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 23. Central Catholic again hands off up the middle. Juliano, he's good for about 2 yards on the play as the middle of the Wakefield line stops him. You had Chris Catino out there, and you had Steve Casey on the stop. Second down and 20. Wakefield doesn't want to see what happened last time they had long yardage, Bob. There's a big play offense for the Central Catholic. All right, second down. Probably on the 30-yard line.
Probably going to see something wide here, Johnny.
Number 2 in motion. He's rolling out to his left. He's throwing it deep. He's got him. Down to the 49-yard line. Number 19, Phil Junkus makes the catch.
Wow, outstanding pass there, rolling out to his right. That was Neil Murphy, who is really playing an outstanding game here for the Red Raiders. He's made 2 outstanding throws, one for a touchdown under 3rd and long, and another with 2nd and 20. Comes up with a 21-yard pass, and that's doesn't help the Wakefield cause here. We need a turnover here, John.
1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Wakefield. Muzzleroll in motion again. This he rolls right. Murphy rolls right. He's pursued by number 30, Joe Spur, and brought down at the 49-yard line of Central Catholic. Good pursuit by Joe Spur from the other side.
That's about the 3rd or 4th outstanding play that Joe Spur has had today, and he's played one whale of a ball game, and he has been instrumental in not letting the Central Catholic team get outside, especially on that when Central Catholic wants to go right. He's turning everything in over there. Great job, Joe Spur.
All right, that brings up 2nd and 12 now from the 50-yard line. Central Catholic's been a big play offense today. He's back. He hands it off to Liano again. There's nobody there. He's going to get the first down and more. He's down to the 30-yard line. Joe Uliano, MVP for the Merrimack Valley Conference, shows why.
Well, Central Catholic again comes back with that draw, and I tell you, the hole that he had there, you could have fit a Mack truck through there, Johnny. That's the second time that they've come with that draw play over the same side of the Wakefield defense. Wakefield calls a timeout, as the coaches are going to have to put a little cement over the hole there in that on that right side of the defensive line.
When they come back, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line.
Good timeout there by Wakefield, as I don't want to see this one get away right now. Central Catholic playing with the great confidence, great determination, and Coach Boyard just wants to settle down his defense. I'm sure that they will rise to the task. They've done it all year, and Coach just wants to give them a little bit of encouragement over there. Don't put your head down, boys. Hang in there. Okay, it's a long game, long way to go. Let's make a big stop here and take control back.
Couldn't agree with you more on that, Bob. And right now we'll hopefully come up with a big stop here and get the ball back and get the momentum back on our side. It's all Central Catholic here in the third quarter, which has 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go.
Well, they've controlled the clock, Johnny. I think Wakefield's only had the ball for one series, I think, so far in the third quarter. And you got to get that defense off the field because they'll get worn down eventually.
Okay, first down, here we go. Murphy over the center. Hands off to Rokas. He gets outside. There's nobody there. He's all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice tackle there by looks like
Sorrentino makes
Mike
the tackle.
Sorrentino.
Mike Sorrentino, sorry.
But again, Central Catholic, they come at you from all different ways, all different angles. They have the big power back with Giuliano up the middle, and they have Rokas, who will run a lot of reverses, a lot of sweeps. He's got that darting, twisting speed, great moves. So they have a fine complement with the power of Giuliano and the speed of Rokas.
Okay, second down and about 2 yards from the 23-yard line. Again, over the right side, Giuliano looks good for the first down.
Well, he's running strong, John. Central Catholic looks like they're smelling the end zone here. They're firing off the ball hard. Wakefield is trying to give them everything they've got, but they got a tiger on their hands right now, this Central Catholic team.
Jeff Petty going in for Central Catholic, number 6. He's a wide receiver, and he's going out wide to the right. Okay, Murphy at quarterback. Giuliano in the backfield. Hands off to Giuliano up the middle again. Plenty of room. Brought down by number 40 for Wakefield.
Well, this offensive line, John, is asserting itself. Wakefield's been on the field almost the entire third quarter. I'm sure that this defense is getting a little tired. When a team dominates the clock like that, it's tough sometimes. You get worn down a little bit. These kids are hanging in there, and I'm sure that they're never going to give in to the Central Catholic team. They're giving it everything they've got. But on the other hand, you got to give credit where credit is due. And this Central Catholic offensive line is really opening up some holes for these two fine running backs, Giuliano and Rokas.
No question about it. Wakefield's faced adversity all year long, going back to last year. And this team, just to be here, is one major accomplishment for these kids, and they have no reason to hang their head. And I'm sure they're going to raise it up one more time and give this team a battle right to the end.
Well, it would be great to see a turnover here. Maybe someone can jar a ball loose. We need something here to stem the tide and get the ball back and let John Roberto orchestrate one of those fine drives similar to what he did in the first quarter. They've done it all year, so there's no need to believe that they can't do it again.
Okay, we got the band playing and moving them along. Hopefully that'll inspire them to get that turnover that we need right about now. I'm going to have, by the way, this Super Bowl has been played with 11-minute quarters, which is a minute more than what the Middlesex League has been used to. They'll be going to the 11-minute quarters next year as part of standard practice. Merrimack Valley Conference already does the 11-minute periods. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact that has. I could watch football all day long, so I don't care if the periods are 40 minutes, Bob.
Yeah, I'm with you, Johnny.
Okay.
2nd and 4 here, John.
2nd and 9 from the 19. Well, 2nd and 4, I'm sorry. He's rolling right. Good play.
Outstanding job out there by Mike Sorrentino to turn that play in. If Byrne gets outside there, it's got touchdown written all over it. Sorrentino, a huge play there to turn that play in and bring down the fine young quarterback there, Neil Murphy.
Brings up third and about 3 yards to go. Usually that's when they put the call to Joe Uliano.
Oh, this is big, Johnny. If Wakefield can somehow turn back the tide here, this could be a huge stop here for Wakefield.
Okay. I'm sure all eyes are keen on Uliano. No, they hand it off to Rokas, and he's got the first down. Just followed Uliano's blocking over the left side and picked up about 3, just enough for the first down. It's going to be first and goal.
Wow, it's really a very diversified offense here. You got your quarterback there, number 22, Neil Murphy, a fine runner. You got Rokas, the speedster, and Uliano, the power back. All 3 kids have a different type running style, and all offer the defense trouble in one way or another.
First and goal. Murphy takes it. He's rolling right, and he's got nobody there. He should go in. He does. Touchdown, Murphy.
Well, not too much you can say there, Johnny. Again, a fake into the line. You got to respect Uliano. But basically, 7 or 8 defenders trying to bring down Uliano on the fake, and Byrne just keeps it with a beautiful play action, rolls to the right, 1 man to beat, and just scoots into the end zone for the touchdown.
Locos kicking the extra point here. Kick is up. It's good. So the score, with 9 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl is Central Catholic 21, Wakefield 10. That was a long time on the field for the Wakefield defense. Very difficult to maintain your position on the line of scrimmage when you're out in the field for that length of time. So hopefully the offense now can come out, give those guys a rest, and get the momentum back on our side. Still plenty of time left in this game.
Well, I'm not sure that Wakefield has seen quite the tandem of runners this year, John, that Central Catholic presents. Again, they really have 3 outstanding running backs. Their quarterback, they have the big, strong fullback, the speed-burning flanker. They look like they have some good receivers. Their offensive line's playing well. A fine team here. And the Warriors, again, are a little bit overwhelmed, I think, at the so many options that this team presents.
Okay, the 2 Chris's are back deep. Central kicks it down to them, and it looks like Ferragamo takes it on the 15-yard line. They try a reverse with Scott Tracy, but there's not much there. He's nailed at the 22-yard line. Central Catholic played that well. They all played their lanes, and they fooled nobody on that one.
Well, Wakefield's going to make something happen, John. Central Catholic right now playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. They have all the momentum going. Quite simply, Wakefield's got to make a big play, and that's all you can say here, Johnny.
All right, Wakefield's going to be going to the shotgun formation, which they started the first quarter with. Was so successful. 3 men wide to the left. Got 4 receivers out. Tracy catches it and gets up to the 29-yard line.
Well, good job there by Sean. He slipped, but his knee did not touch. He was able to get right back up, and made about a 7 or 8 yard gain out of that. So, a good start here for Wakefield. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Okay, second down, 4 yards to go. Roberto got plenty of time. It's incomplete to Ferragamo on that one.
Yeah, correction there. I want to apologize here to Scott Tracy. I called him Sean. Scott Tracy on that prior catch. And Scott just looks like he just limped off a little bit here. I think he's got some cramping. He looks like he's on the sidelines, and they're going to stretch him out over there.
All right, brings up a big third down play. This is going to be crucial right here. 3rd down and 4. They're sending in number 4, picked up on the blitz. He's going deep. There's nobody there. It's intercepted and down at the 42-yard line for Central Catholic.
Well, it looked like they tried to go on a fly pattern there to Eric Fulgham, but Eric's got great speed. But Central Catholic was ready for it. They had the cornerbacks playing back deep, looking for the long pass. And number 3, Brian Lemieux, made a nice little interception there. And Central Catholic will take over on their own 42-yard line.
All right, that wasn't quite the drive we had hoped for, Bob, to get the defense some rest, but got to play the cards we've been dealt with. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of Central Catholic. Up the middle, Uliano, and he's breaking loose 2 guys now. Down to the 50-yard line. He drags 3 guys with him.
Wow, this is similar to the Melrose game, Johnny, when Wakefield just totally took over in the second half, and the offensive line just put Melrose away. And it's a little similar here, only we're on the opposite end of it. This Central Catholic line playing with great confidence. Giuliano's running hard. We might have a tired defense, so things don't bode well right now for Wakefield unless they can get some sort of turnover.
Okay, we're going to have 2nd and 3 from the 49-yard line. Again, across, he's stopped by number 55, Keith Pace, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Good hard running there by Matt Muzzeral. We haven't even been talking about him. There's another back that they bring in that can also run with power and speed. So this Central Catholic has a great arsenal.
No, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of Wakefield. Central Catholic is driving the ball down Wakefield's throat with the running game here. Back to pass as Murphy. It's knocked down by number 44.
That's Ben O'Connell out there.
Banging Ben O'Connell.
Yeah, we've seen Ben all year come in and make some outstanding plays defensively. Ben's a real tough kid, a good athlete, comes from a great family, and he's all hot, and he showed it there.
The best part, he's only a junior, so we're going to have him back next year, hopefully for a repeat of getting into the Super Bowl again.
Another one of those Papuana kids, Johnny, come up through the Papuana. Made a name for himself, carry right into the varsity.
So many of them have. We got 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line for Central Catholic. Hand off to number 2. He slips, but he's pursued. Number 40, he's down on the 47-yard line. His knee hit the ground when he slipped, and then he got back up. It looked like he was going to try to continue running.
Well, there's no quitting this Wakefield defense, John. They've been out there almost the entire second half, and they're playing they're giving it everything they got. They're not making it easy for this Central Catholic high-powered offense. They're earning everything they get. You got to love that from a fan perspective, from a coaching perspective, and you got to be real proud of these kids.
All right, Chris Catino just in and Keith Pace out. Try to get some fresh legs in there now. Try to hold this Central Catholic offense here. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 47-yard line. Number 2, a double reverse. And he gets to the outside. He's got a long way to go. Mike Sorrentino brings him down. It looks at the 22-yard line. Again, another different look thrown at us by Central Catholic.
Well, again, they just have so many weapons, John. That looked like Brian Lemieux, number 3. They just come at you. They come at you with Rokas, Muzzeral, Lemieux, with the big fullback, the quarterback. They have 4 or 5 outstanding runners. They run reverses, the likes that Wakefield has not seen this year. Just unusual to have so many kids with so much speed and great hands on the reverses as well.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. They're coming to the right side. Again, just power football right now for Central Catholic as they run over the right side and pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. By Joe Giuliano again.
Joe Giuliano. Well, it's just it's amazing on these reverses they are so crisp, and the way they hand off the ball, the faking inside by the quarterback is outstanding, and I'm sure an awful lot of time in practice goes into executing an offense like this, and it just has the Wakefield defense confused, and as it would any defense.
2nd and 5 from the 17. Up the middle again, Juliano. He's down to about the 10-yard line. Another first down. Joe Giuliano, just power football up the middle.
Well, they go outside, they go inside, they go off tackle. Very diverse offense, many different looks, many different formations. Just a tough offense to stop.
All right, Keith Pace back in for Chris Catino. In the middle there, and guard. Murphy at quarterback. You got 49 up close right behind him. Fake to Giuliano in the middle. Number 2, and he's down to about the 4-yard line. Matt Muzzerall.
Outstanding blocking that time, Johnny. It looked like Wakefield was going to stop him for about a 1 or 2 yard loss, but the offensive line made a couple of good downfield blocks there, and he looked like he picked up about maybe 6 yards on the play.
The Wakefield defense, rightfully so, is looking kind of tired right now. It's second and about 2 or 3 yards to go. They can still pick up a first down without the touchdown. And off to Giuliano up the middle. He's still fighting for yards. But the middle of the Wakefield defense has risen to the occasion and stopped them for no gain, as they're playing with all heart right now, as their legs have to be dead tired being out there for basically the whole second half, Bob.
Great job by the Wakefield defense. Like you said, Johnny, heart of a lion out there. These kids have done it all year long, and I'm sure Coach Biagis still feels, even at this point, that these kids are not out of this game. They're never going to give up till the final whistle, and, you got to be proud of them for that.
Certainly do. Okay, we got 3rd down and 3. And he fakes the toss. It looked like a block on the outside, but no flag. I thought there was a block on the back there allowing him to get to the outside, but he didn't pick up the first down, I don't believe. I think he was pushed out of bounds about the 4-yard line by Scott Tracy.
Well, interesting call coming up here, John. You got 4th and 3. Do you take the field goal, or do you try to go for the killer and go for the 7?
Well, looks to me like they've got a field goal kicker if they want to do that, but they might just go for the touchdown, Bob, pinning Wakefield back on the 3-yard line if they're not successful.
Good point there, John. And even if they should not get the first down, Wakefield's going to have to go, looks like 96 yards.
Okay, timeout called, so they're probably going to think over this. All the Wakefield fans are still sitting here supporting their Wakefield High School football team for the first time ever in the history of the school that they've been in a Super Bowl here. It's quite an accomplishment for this group of guys here, win or lose. This has been one heck of a team this year. All the guys that grew up in Pop Warner, going back to 1988 when they were in the D team, John Roberto, Wilkie, Keith Pace, they're all there, and they've stayed together all these years, and the fruits of their effort have paid off here with a visit to the Super Bowl, and they've showed well of themselves here today, doing a heck of a job, giving Central Catholic all they can handle here today. Hopefully we expect big things from this program to continue in the future. They got a lot of talented kids coming back next year, and keep up the tradition of this winning team. They've had 3 years since '95 of winning 9 games or more. 9 games actually each year for the last 3 years, and it's a tribute to the program. It's a tribute to the Wakefield Pop Warner and most of all the kids out in the field there today. That they're doing a heck of a job, and hopefully they've set a tradition here that'll last long into the future. We got 4th down and 2 now. The Wakefield fans are cheering their defense on. He's back to pass. He's rolling out right again. He's got him wide open in the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Great play by Central Catholic. Tommy Donahue, once again, the number 1 receiver for Central Catholic all year long. He's been Murphy's favorite target as He's received for over 217 yards this year, averaging 19 yards a carry, and he's exceeded that today alone with some great catches.
Outstanding pass there as well, John, by Neil Murphy. He has played an outstanding game today, handing the ball off, running, throwing. Anytime he's needed a big play, he's come up with it. And I'll tell you, he's played as fine a game.
Kick is wide, Bob.
Okay.
So the score is 27-10.
Okay, just finishing off my compliments here on quarterback Murphy. But you got to call him like you say when you see a kid, regardless of what team he's on. Move his team down the field the way he has today. You got to tip your cap. I'm sure that the Wakefield team has great respect for him as well. But John Roberto, his counterpart, also poor John hasn't had the ball much the second half. Central Catholic just controlled the clock, but John threw the ball also as well as I've seen him throw the ball all year. So both quarterbacks really rose to the occasion today and deserve a tremendous amount of credit.
Certainly do, and next year we've got a couple of good quarterbacks in the wings too. Scott Tracy's one of them. So the tradition of throwing quarterbacks should continue for Wakefield High.
Well, hopefully, John, this will be the first of many Super Bowls for this Wakefield team. The freshman team, JV teams, all with great records, a lot of good athletes in those programs, and hopefully Wakefield is setting a precedent here, representing the town of Wakefield in the Super Bowl in high school football for years to come.
Absolutely. Okay, back deep into two Chris's again. And rolling back to the 12-yard line. Kicks it to the outside, got a block. Gets a nice run back to about the 33, 34-yard line. Sean Terrio on the... It wasn't Chris Letkovich. Sean Terrio. First time I've seen him back there, and he does a nice job running it back to about the 33-yard line.
Well, a lot of fans here from Wakefield. We see a lot of the former Wakefield players who even this team has paid great respect, saying that a lot of the former players were instrumental in motivating this current team in the Thanksgiving game right into the Super Bowl. And these kids have been very complimentary to a lot of the people who played and graduated before them a couple of years prior.
Roberto back to pass, throws a pass, and it's intercepted by number 2, and he's going to go all the way. Matt Meserol. Well, the score certainly is not going to be indicative of what a great game this was now, as they've just scored another touchdown. Meserol was waiting back there, making the score 33-10, Central Catholic.
Wow.
3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, Wakefield put in a position, John, where they have to throw. Central Catholic know that they've had 6 defensive backs in the game, and really a tough situation to put John Roberto in. He's trying to do the best he can, but really nobody open on the play, and Meserol came out of nowhere. Great interception, ran all the way down the sidelines for about a 45-yard touchdown score.
Okay, there's flags on the field.
Well, you said it best, Johnny. The score is certainly not indicative in any way of the competitiveness of this football game. Wakefield came out from the start, took control, had a great drive, went up early, had a 10-7 lead. But on the other hand, Central Catholic made some adjustments at halftime and just came out and took over in the second half. So it's kind of the tale of two halves, Johnny.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to try the extra point again. Snaps down, kicks up. It's good. 34-10. Central Catholic. We're 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. The Central Catholic fans are feeling pretty good about themselves right now, and they're all high-fiving as they cheering their team on to victory here at BU's Nickerson Field.
Well, rightly so, John. Central Catholic has obviously just dominated this second half in every way, offensively, defensively, special teams, and they deserve all the credit in the world. Trailing 10-7 at the half, They came out the second half with the Super Bowl championship on the line and just took over this ball game. And there's no other way to put it. They basically, just took control, did what they had to do, and came out the winner. And I think today, Johnny, the best team won.
No question about it. The second half was all Central Catholic, and they've continued the tradition of the Merrimack Valley Conference, which has yet to lose to the Middlesex League in Super Bowls, dating back to '91 when Chelmsford beat Woburn 6-0 the first time they met. And then Methuen in '92 beat Reading 26-19. And then in '93, Bill Ricca again beat Stoneham 27-7. Okay, we got Scott Tracy doing a throwback. But again, Central Catholic is waiting for it with number 49. He's played a heck of a game. Brad McDougall, he's been all over the place. Make good compliment to Joe Uliano. The two of them are great linebackers.
Well, Coach Boyages, not saying die here, Johnny. He tries a little trickery. Boy, having trouble talking here.
It's cold up here, Bob. The lips are
my mouth is frozen here. But anyways, Coach not giving in. He tried to throw that the return pass where the returner stops, throws it across the other side of the field. Scott made a nice throw, but Central Catholic defended it well.
1st and 10 from about the 20-yard line for Wakefield, with 3 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. Wakefield staying with the pass. They're in shotgun formation. Good throw, complete up to about the 30-yard line.
Eric Fulgham?
No,
that's
Chris Ferragamo on the catch. Good catch by Chris Ferragamo.
Nice throw, John. Nice catch, Chris. And let's go, Wakefield. Let's come back here and put another score on the board.
Okay, first down in that play. They're on the 30-yard line now. 4 wide receivers. Central Catholic doesn't show blitz here, and they complete pass to Scott Tracy up to about the 35-yard line for a shot gain. But Bob, shot passes aren't going to do the trick right now. They got to get the ball downfield.
Well, Wakefield's hustling here. They're in the no-huddle offense, and they're not saying die here. They're going to try to put another score on the board real quick and then go for an onside kick.
Another pass.
Oh, he's got him, Johnny.
Got him wide open down the middle. It was Ricky Barbaro making a great catch, bringing it down to the 36-yard line as this Wakefield team refuses to say die.
Yeah, you got to love it, Johnny, and it just goes to show you that these kids are have all the heart. They're trailing in the game 34-10, and you look like it's like a 7-7 tie out there the way they're playing.
Okay, first down. He throws it deep again, but he overthrows his man. Number 20.
Intended for Ricky Barbaro.
Ricky Barbaro again, right, 83. Central Catholic is not blitzing now. They're basically playing prevent defense type of a defense, and there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here. Ball on the 36-yard line of Central Catholic, and Wakefield driving. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, tip of the cap here, Johnny, all those seniors, outstanding seniors on this Wakefield team who looks like they'll be playing their last game here today. But what a way to go out on the turf here at Nickerson Field in the Super Bowl.
That's right. Okay, second down. He throws a quick pass to Tracy again. Tracy dekes him inside and gets up to about the 31-yard line. Not enough for a first down, so it's going to bring up third. No huddle offense here for Wakefield. They're going to try to get one on the board. 3rd and 5. Roberto back to pass, throws a quick out, but it's incomplete. It was looked like a miscommunication on that play as there was nothing but red jerseys out there.
Well, I'm sure you're going to see the Warriors go for it here, Johnny. No quitting this team, and it's indicative of this team all year long that when the chips were down, they just never quit, regardless of the score. And I got a feeling they'll come up with this first down, Johnny, and drive it in.
I hope you're right. 4th and 5 on the 31-yard line. All right, they got 4 men wide. Roberto in shotgun position. Central Catholic showing blitz. They come in quick. He's wide open. He's got the first down, and he's probably going to get some more. He's down to about the 15, the 10, the 9-yard line. Ricky Barbaro, great effort
Great job by this Wakefield team. Again, Johnny, doesn't matter, again, what the score is. Okay, they're going to put this ball in the end zone, go for the onside kick, and they're just never going to quit.
1st and 10 from the 11. Quick pass by Roberto. Looks like he's got his man. No, he doesn't.
Ruling it incomplete.
Hit the ground to Scott Tracy. All right, this stops the clock with 1:48 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10 from the 9-yard line. That doesn't make sense. 2nd and 9. Goal to goal. 2nd and goal.
Well, it'll be a nice touch here to see the Warriors score here, John.
Central Catholic just brought out Joe Uliano, and the crowd gives him a big hand, as they well-deserved hand that it is. Played a heck of a game. I'm sure his yardage is well over 100 yards. Okay, Roberto back to pass. He throws another one in the corner. He's got him open.
Get over. All right.
Touchdown, Wakefield.
All right, good job.
Ricky Barbaro on the catch.
Well, there's that says a lot there. Down 34-10. Take the kickoff and march it 80 yards when it would have been easy to pack it in. It would have been easy to say this game's over. Let's just get on the bus and go home. No way. These kids showing you what they're made of, what their coaches teach them, and everything that they practice for, playing their hearts out for all the fans here at Wakefield. And you got to give them a lot of credit. That would have been easy to just pack it in here and say this game's over. No way. Down 17 points now. Hopefully they'll probably go for 2 here, John, and attempt an onside kick.
All right, 34-16. Central Red Raiders leading here. Roberto over the center this time. Looks over the defense. Takes the snap, steps back the pass. He's got a rush on. He just throws it away. So, score is 34-16. But that was a great drive by Wakefield, showing the heart that this team's exhibited all year long, coming back, never saying die. And it just exemplifies the spirit that this club has had all year through all of the trials and tribulations that they've gone through. It's a tribute to the squad to even be here this year, and hopefully it'll show the young freshmen and sophomores that are coming up that this is the benefit of hard work and staying together and working hard and listening to your coaches. You get here, and hopefully the second time through will be a W. This is the second time for Central Catholic. The first one they lost to Plymouth, I think I said earlier, 7-3. So this is their second trip here, and looks like their experience also has played a factor in the outcome of this game as well. So hopefully Wakefield will benefit from this experience of having been here. The underclassmen will have, now that they've had a taste of this, will want to come back here even more and look forward, hopefully, to being here again next year and the year after.
Well, there are no losers in the Super Bowl, Johnny. There's hundreds of high school teams that would give anything to be able to play in this game today, and thousands of high school athletes that would have loved to have played in this game. So there are no losers here today. Anyone who got to play in this game will have a memory for their lifetime.
That's sure couldn't be said any better, Bob. These are two of the top teams in the state in Division II. All right, Justin Donahue kicking onside kick. It doesn't get the 10 yards, though, so that's going to be a flag on the play.
They'll decline the penalty, John, and take the ball at the 48-yard line. We're out of bounds. I believe they have that option, so I don't even think Wakefield will have another opportunity to kick it. See number 1 there, Ted Rokas, limping off the field. He's had an outstanding game despite an early injury in the second quarter. He played through it and had an outstanding game.
No question about it. The backfield of Central Catholic showed me something today, and I'm sure that there are some colleges out there that are going to be looking at some of these guys. I know Uliano's a senior this year, and as well as Muzzerall. So they're going to make some college coach life a little bit easier next year. Okay, we got 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Wakefield.
New quarterback in the game there for Central Catholic,
Number
John.
6, yeah, and he hands it off to 49, who's smothered by Chapman. A great blitz by Chapman as he got in there and nailed number 49.
Brad McDougal, the ball carrier.
Right.
Central Catholic, like they're substituting some of their players, getting some of their underclassmen into the game. to get some experience, which is a good move by the a luxury that he can afford, being up 18 points.
Wakefield's got Richie Aria there now on defensive end. 2nd and 11. Handoff again. He's stopped at about the 47-yard line.
Number 26, Matt Kobelski, new ball carrier inserted into the game by Central Catholic.
Number 25 is in there, Andy McLean. Number 17 is in there for the stop, Brad Custance. All these Wakefield players are going to get a taste of what it is to play it in the Super Bowl. We got 37 seconds left. Number 40 coming in for Wakefield, Billy Morrison. Handoff up the middle, number 49, he finds a hole. And he's still on his feet down at the 32-yard line. 49 is like a heck of a game, Brad McDougal.
Wow, again, Central Catholic
Controlling the clock, and really, if you had to look at one thing, Johnny, in terms of what was the difference in this ball game,
it was simply that Wakefield's offense couldn't get on the field. John Roberto threw the ball very well, but just didn't have the ball enough, and that's a credit to Central Catholic. That's the end of the ball game. Central Catholic wins 34-16. Well, Wakefield has nothing to be ashamed of. They've played one heck of a game. The score clearly isn't indicative of how exciting this game was. That first period was probably one of the most exciting periods of football I've seen in a long time. And that's going to be the memory I've had from this game, is how the Wakefield came out in their first Super Bowl despite obvious butterflies and played one heck of a game. And the second half, they just too much